Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner mod review, and today we have the ULM Dearborn F350 Godzilla. This looks like a deadly F350. We got it lifted. We do have the dually bed, although we didn't take the dually tires, so you know what? We should actually probably take that off. I'm actually going to take that off. But we got the wildlife skin, Rezvani tires. This looks good. You know what to do. Drop a like in the video, drop a sub on the channel. Let's check it out. Alright guys, time to customize up the ULM Dearborn F350 Godzilla. I just saw this on Mod.io and this looks absolutely incredible. Now it is a Dearborn F350 Godzilla, it sounds deadly. This looks good, so let's customize it up. We've got the 6.2, 7.3, 6.7, and we've got OP. Let's go with the 6.7. I think we learned with the ULM mods, if you go OP, it becomes really difficult. So we got the Eden Full 8LL, Fine Tune Altered, UI Gearbox Mod Scout, Highway, 10-speed low gears, no fuel consumption, 10-speed. The 10-speed low gear sounds good. It says really low gears, not fast at all, except for high gear. Fine Tune Altered said auto does not work until you start gaining speed. Now this Fine Tune says it's a specialized gearbox allowing free low gear, R gear transfer ratio tuning, notoriously fragile, not very fuel efficient all-wheel drive mode owing to its mechanical complexity. 10-speed low gears to me sounds the best, but I don't know if we want to just be in low, so let's go with the Fine Tune. This seems like a good pick. Suspension, we got dually suspension, lifted suspension, regular suspension, and tow. I really like the dually concept because, well, I don't want vanilla dually tires actually. Let's go with the lifted and see what options we got. So we've got Highway, HS 1, 2, and 3, 39, and then we got the HMD, sorry, 1, 2, and 3. All-terrain. We got all stock tires here. Now, this is really cool. This is what I was interested to see. Off-road, we got 39 to 43 Rezvani tires. Then we got a set of Hummer H2 tires, OS1, OHD1, OHD2, and 3. Mud tires, we got MSN 1 and 2. But the 43 Rezvani tires look good with this lift. So we're going to go with the 43 Rezvani tires. This is the off-road version. Hopefully they're decent. We're going to take the power winch for no, we don't need the power winch for console. We're going to take the power winch. Spare wheel, we got 1 and 2. Let's go with this one. It puts it in the bed. Actually, you know what? Let's skip that. Snorkel, we got tall mushroom, tall front face. So let's skip that. Frame add-ons. We got default bed, small roof rack, dually fenders. That's what we want. Flatbed. Oh, that's cool. We got the flatbed. Trunk repair supplies. I can get with that. We got more trunk repair supplies. Oh, that really fills it. Then we've got the tailgate, which is optional. Front side, we got stock fender emblem gauges. We got stock gauges. Rooftop, small parking lights, round parking lights, flasher bar, roof fog lights, or large roof fog lights. I like the small parking lights. They look OEM and stock. Front bumper, we got default and iron. The iron looks good. This is rugged. Miscellaneous, we got the air dam. Requires another add-on to be installed, which is maybe this rack. No. Oh yeah, here's a rack. It needs a different bumper for the air dam. That's what it is. The rack is cool. I don't think it's something we need, but you know what? Let's just add it anyways. Grill, we got stock headlight assembly and default grill. Rims, we got Rezvani rims, and then colors. We got a sheriff here, and then we got wildlife fire rescue. Now this looks pretty cool. Let's pull that out, see what it could do, guys. Okay, let's start it up. Gauges work. This is one thing ULM does. I like it. His interiors, they're not super high poly, so it's somewhat optimized for consoles when you really think about it, but they're detailed. You get the best of both worlds. And I love the mirrors here. We got the trailer tow mirrors, we got the full mirror kit. We did take off the dually. Now we're in automatic and we're not just sinking. This is nice. We're in two-wheel drive. So this is a wildlife fire rescue truck. Now we are in the tough truck test. The reason why I want to choose this is because the last truck I used with ULM in here, I don't feel like it got a fair shot because my setup on it wasn't ideal. And so if we take a different truck through here, we have a chance to give them a fair shot. And this truck looks incredible. Now we are just in two-wheel drive. Let's put it in all-wheel drive. We're going to keep it in automatic until we can. I know it might dig a little bit, but this is a heavier truck. We got the fine-tuned gearbox. We should have some room here to stay in automatic. This is a fire rescue truck as well, guys. So yeah, we should be pretty well equipped. Now there is one thing I didn't think of is, so that's cool. You can put the side steps up and down. That is, I haven't actually seen that. They're not going back down. You can open the hood, and as always, there's some detail here. So we got an engine. You can open the sunroof, the front windows, the hood, the rear window. You can open and close. That might be nice, but anyways, and we can open and close the tailgate, which is nice sometimes. Let's keep cruising here. Automatic, this is handling good, guys. We got a lot of detail. One thing I love, I know it's a hard thing for the mod developers when they're making mods, because if it goes on console, it can't be high poly. The higher poly it is, the harder it is on the console. And when it comes to PC, it's the same thing for your PC. The higher the poly is, the harder it's going to be on your PC. And not everybody has a mega PC. So when they fine-tune these models and they make them, I don't want to say lower quality and not even lower resolution, but you know, if you know anything about what goes into these 3D models with polys and everything, the lower poly that you can grab high quality out of or high attention to detail, the better, just because of, well, the fact that it's going to be more friendly on the different systems that are going to be using it. So let's crawl this a little bit slow so we don't wreak any damage. Now we got a long wheelbase and it just kind of tucked and rolled there. We're going to put it in a low plus so we're a little bit controlled here. I'm excited to see the suspension play in movement. I put it in automatic, but when you're going over these, you don't want to have a ton of speed. The suspension play in movement's really nice. We haven't taken any damage. Yeah, this is nice. This is clean. It's kind of, it's not too stiff, it's not too soft. It's kind of where you'd expect it for a rig like this. And now here's a little bit of another challenge, I guess we'll say. Want to be careful. So when I do these, especially on the truck tests like this, I try to use them in a way that I would probably realistically use them in real life. And it's the only way to be fair with the mod. SnowRunner wasn't built, it wasn't built to race around. You know, in high gear, we're actually cruising through this. That's kind of impressive to see, really. And I'm trying to think of where else we should check out. Now, there's some more stuff down here. We're gonna go through this mud pit. Actually, there's some more. I don't know what's over here. Now, the Resvani tires and rims are kind of nice. I think a good set of aftermarket rims for this and your basic realistic tires would be really cool. Now, ULM might not have access to all the different custom tires that people have made. And if you're watching this ULM, reach out to Big Dubs, because he has a lot of tires that he uses, and I would bet he would probably let you use them. You just got to give him credit. Big Dubs, Iceberg might have some too. They love to contribute to the community. Now, this F350 isn't made for crawling, but it's a wildlife rescue truck, so, you know, we expected to do a little bit of crawling, and it's doing it. Like, this was a breeze. I'm really excited to see how it handles on this in particular. This is one of the most cool parts of this test in my mind. And we're actually going to grab a picture of this rig right here, just like this. Now you can see that flex isn't too intense. It's not anything crazy. Not for an F350, no. And it's a wildlife rescue truck, so it's got to have a little bit of flex. Let's see how we make out here, because we got the long wheelbase. Now that's pretty good. That's a pretty good drop. We could probably go a little bit more. I don't know how far I would want to push it. And boom, just like that, we've now flipped. I bet you we could flip over if we can get the right winch angle. You know what, let's just recover and continue this journey. Put it in a high gear, throw on the all-wheel drive, and we're going to go down another one of these trails. I'm not doing the actual trials that are set up in this map. There's a lot of them. I think it's absolutely epic that these are all set up this way. Brilliant design. But for the truck test, I just like to go somewhat organic here. I don't want to be going through a timer or anything crazy. Now, as a wildlife rescue truck, it's going to have to go through a lot of rocks, I imagine. So we'll see how we make out here on this obstacle course. The goal would be, hopefully, not to tip. But in a low plus, this thing crawls really good. It's got the power it needs. It doesn't have too much. It doesn't have too little. We're incredibly balanced here as we roll through this. Man, does it ever feel good to be back with the daily videos, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the video and a sub on the channel. Really appreciate it. We're pushing for 5K. I'd like to try to hit 5K by January 1st. I think it's achievable. I kind of set myself back on that goal because I didn't keep up with the daily videos, and you know, that impacts things a little bit, but I'm back. You guys are back. We get to check out more of these trucks, torture them a little bit. We got some more mod developments coming, and with the new game Expeditions, I haven't really spoken about that yet. I have mixed feelings on it, but I'm going to do a video on it probably this week, so stay tuned for that. And we made it through this. I was surprised with that drop that we were actually able to drop that without any substantial damage. This is where the long wheelbase, sometimes it hurts you, sometimes it helps you. As you can tell, we got a busted tail light. The bumper's a little busted. It's all bobbled. But low plus, it's not chewing in. It's just got the right amount. You can tell it starts to struggle a tiny bit, but then it pulls back, and you're good to go. Let's see what we got here. Now this looks quite deadly. Oh my goodness. This is, we gotta take a picture of this. Alright, yeah. That is interesting. Now we're in low minus to help control it. The brakes don't just stick automatically. And we've fallen in a little bit, which isn't good. We might roll out of this alright. I can't tell yet because of the collisions on the model and the way that these are done. Yeah, we made it. We actually made out of that. That is just remarkable that we were able to secure that. And that is a beautiful shot. This is what I love about these tough truck tests, because really when you think about the mods, vanilla maps are amazing, but don't get me wrong guys, I love doing the mod reviews on vanilla maps, but I know it's a little bit boring for you guys sometimes seeing these trucks go through the same map again and again when I do them. So going through tests like this will give you an idea what this truck might be useful for and what limitations you might experience throughout your journey, hopefully. And my goal is hopefully that will help you. Now, this is, oh man, and just like real life, we're sliding into this rut. Now, there's a chance we can climb out of it, maybe a little bit. I don't know. If we can feather down here a little bit, we might have a chance to get this axle up. Yep, there we go. And now we're on our side, but in a position where we might be able to carefully navigate this enough, or not. Alright, we're gonna have to winch a little bit. That's what the winch is for, right? Okay, we're taking out the forest with us. And that is a crappy spot for us to winch. Oh, wow. I was not expecting to just full force out of that. That was really unexpected. And we're rubbing here, but it's not the end of the world. We're almost out. we go, here we go. And we're cruising out of this. And here goes the ultimate final passage for this truck, I think. Just trying to climb up this. Let's put it in a high gear and then we'll drop it down into low plus when we need to. So we're gonna need some speed and momentum, I think, to try to even get up this. Oh, and we made it. That is unbelievable that we were able to make that all the way up and high. And now we got a little too much speed and we're starting to take some damage. We're gonna get to the top of this and I think we're gonna have to park this unless I see another daring adventure. No, I don't see anything yet. Alright guys, you know what to do. Drop a like in the video, drop a sub on the channel. If you want to check this out, mod download link is in the description, guys. We'll catch you with the next one.